What's up, what's up, what's up, my beloved souls? Blessed be, blessed day. Welcome back. I'm Autumn, the Enlightened daughter. For those of you who don't know me, for those who do, welcome back, my beloveds. I love you so much. So happy November. Anybody else excited? It's getting super dope. The energies have been picking up. We're really gearing up for that 11/11 portal. You guys know it's about to be magical out there. And there's so much happening, within the collective. Hold on a second. I think I need to stop this fan because I feel like my camera's shaking. Is it? Okay, there you go. You guys that feel like you're freaking tripping, like, is it me? Is my eye shifting in and out? It's like, no, it's the camera. It's the freaking fan. All right, anyway. So, happy November. Um, a lot of really strong, heavy, and chaotic energy came in with that full moon eclipse. Actually with both eclipses, but this full moon was wow, you know. Really heightened everybody's emotions. A lot of issues with technological devices. I was noticing it was so funny because there were so many things happening that had this like Mercury retrograde feel, and I'm like I had to check my calendar. I'm like, did I miss something? Is Mercury retrograde? Because why is everything screwing up? And I mean, like telephone's not working, computers not working, emails not going through, um, delays all across the board. I have seen so much traffic and accidents, and I'm like, what is happening right now? And I mean, like any little thing. You go to the store, there's one person in front of you in the line, and next thing you know, like three other lines open up, and these people are flying out. You're still standing there with the one person because the one person in front of you is having what? Some type of technological issue. The car is not working, their phone's not working. Like there's a problem with the computer at the register. Like there's been so much happening, and I'm like, what the heaven is going on? Like it's been very frustrating, and feel everyone's patience has been a little bit tested, and whether it comes with our new kind of understanding and having to kind of work in tandem with technology in a much stronger way because again we're moving into the age of Aquarius, and the Aquarian era is a technological era. Like that's about working in tandem with these things and having technology support us, having technology to really push us forward. It's that energy of like the Jetsons, right? It's like we watch movies like AI, and so now we look at technology, we get all fear based, but remember the Jetsons? I don't know if all of you are old enough to remember the Jetsons, but that was when we had technology that worked for us, right? Flying cars, you had a freaking housekeeper, you press a button and somebody's like making a meal for you, right? Like that kind of energy. So, depending on where you're at vibrationally, is going to depend on how you're receiving these energies. But because because this is a dual universe, and because there's, such a push-pull with that energy, technology is coming in, and we got people that are loving it and people that are hating it, right? There's always going to be kind of like these two sides, it seems like, in this universe. Um, so it's really just about like 333 that's on the clock, really about embracing the changes that are happening, right? Like change is inevitable. It's a constant of the universe. Whether you like it or not, things are changing at every given moment. So, are you in flow with these changes, or are you like swimming against them right now? I just, these eclipses, I was trying to explain it to my children, and the best way I could come up with it was like the whole collective is walking up this mountain, like the side of this mountain, the whole collective. Everybody's going in the same direction. All roads lead home. And we know at the beginning, like all roads lead home. So you just got to keep going. Now, some people were very comfortable where they were at and they didn't want to keep going, but everybody's being pushed forward. And you're going to see a lot of resistance from those people that were very comfortable with the level that they were at, right? Like everybody's being pushed to the next level of themselves. Everybody's being pushed to a greater version of themselves. some people are very comfortable with their illnesses. Some people are very comfortable with their distortions. Some people are very comfortable with the story of victimization and lack and powerlessness, right? Like some people, like that's their story, that's their cloak, that's all they know, that's their crutch. They didn't know that they could walk, right? They were given a wheelchair out the womb and they were never taught how to use their legs. And so now we're telling them to stand up, use your legs, you can walk, you can do this thing. And that's very scary and it's very frightening for people. And it's new. And for some people, that realization is like, wait, you mean to tell me all this time I could walk? And that's exciting for them and it enlivens their soul, right? It sets their hearts like aflame. And for other people, like they're scared. They don't believe it. They think that like if you get them out of the chair that they're just gonna fall and flop and hurt themselves because that's what they've been told is gonna happen. That's what they've seen, right? And so we have all these people being pushed up this mountain or walking up this mountain or in these wheelchairs, right, of life. Because this planet with its heavy density can be very debilitating. Thus the wheelchair, imagery. So there are those in the wheelchairs that are like, wait, you mean to tell me I can walk? And they're getting up and they're trying their legs and they're falling a few times and it's a little shaky. Obviously, if you've never used your legs before, it's a muscle that you need to work with, right? But it's exciting to know that you have this ability. It's like a baby, it's like a toddler, right? They're moving, they're crawling, and next thing you know, they're watching people walk and they're trying to walk and then they're realizing that they can do it and it's getting better and better and now they're getting stronger and stronger. And even though they fall, they get back up, right? Like there's so many of you that are doing that. You're falling, you're getting back up, but you're trying these legs, right? You're getting your sea legs under you. You just learned how to walk. It's really, really exciting. So we have all these people moving up the mountain, and we get to this cliff, and there's only one way off the mountain. It's off this cliff. There is no going back. Everything behind you has been burnt down, torn down, gone. Everybody crossed over the bridge, and the bridge is now gone. It is no longer exists. You cannot go back that way. Everybody has to go forward. And so you get to the edge of this cliff, and everybody's moving forward. And some people are getting to the edge of this cliff, and they know that once they take this dive, it's going to change their life. And they're so excited about it. They've been waiting for this moment, right? This eclipse is this cliff, right? And some people have been waiting. They've been waiting for this moment. Why? Because the eclipse propels us forward. The eclipse is a timeline jumper. When you've been doing something and you're like the little train that could, and you're like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The eclipse comes in and you're like X, Y, Z, one, two, three. Wait, what? Whoa! Like, wait. Like 1 minute it was you were at this level, next minute you're here, next, and then your life is changing, right? And the things that you've been asking for, calling in, dreaming about are starting to manifest, and you're like, whoa, 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 right? Like it's like it always reminds me of that energy of like an overnight sensation. People are like, oh my God, they became famous overnight. It's like no one just did that overnight. Nobody just woke up one day and they were like, "Oh my God, I sing," and the world knew them. Like everybody's been doing this for a while behind the scenes. It's just y'all found out about them. It seemed like overnight, right? So it's like that kind of energy coming in, and that's supporting everyone. And so you're at the edge of the cliff, and you have the opportunity to see this for what it is. An exciting new opportunity to propel yourself forward and to really jumpstart your life, right? And so you can dive off that cliff knowing that, being excited, taking control. But there are others that are on the cliff that are like, no, 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 no. Can't do it, can't do it. They're doing everything in their power to go back to a place that no longer exists. And that's when the universe comes in with that big old foot in your back, and kicking you off the cliff. Now, we all know that when you're swimming, diving is very different from a belly flop, right? If you fall in the water in a belly flop, all types of pain going on. But if you're diving in the water and you're moving with it, right, and you're just like flowing with it, it's beautiful, sweet, crisp, clear, refreshing, right? And so this eclipse came in and we all had the opportunity. And it's not like no one knew what was going to happen because we've all been getting the signs, we've all been getting the warnings, we've all been having the same conversations, we've all been getting the same guidance. Stay grounded, be in the present, script out your, your days, take control of your energy, watch your vibration, use the power of your IMs, right? Like we've all been given the guidance, the tools. I'm not the only spiritual teacher out here that's saying this stuff. Like there's a lot of us out here all saying this. There's a lot of us out here practicing it, right? And we're all getting kicked forward. This isn't like, only the people that are not doing their inner work or their shadow work. No, the whole fucking universe, the whole collective is getting kicking ass. Now, again, some people are getting kicked and some people are diving, right? I dove. I was like, let me get my swim cap and put my hair down. Let me get myself together because we're about to go, right? So that's this beautiful energy that's been coming in for everyone. And I really feel like if you were open and receptive to these energies and to the blessings that they're going to bring, then this November is going to be like a sweet spot for you. And if you weren't so, open to these energies, you're being given an opportunity to kind of clean that energy up because, again, we're moving into that 1111 portal. The veil, was thin on Samhain, and it just has opened in such a way that the blessings, the manifestations, the alignments, the energies are amplified at this time, right? So it's like your fears and your doubts and your worries are amplified, but so it's like your love and your hope and your faith, right? So this is really important for you to do the conscious work to get yourself in a vibration that's really, really high, right? And if you're having problems with that, like it might be like listen to a playlist of music that you really like, or like start putting some like I am affirmations in the background, or playing some like high frequency music. Like do what you got to do to train your brain during this time so that you're in alignment, so that the voices that are in your head, the things that are being said, the things that keep being repeated to you, right? Make sure they're coming from a space of love, from grace, from faith, and not fear, right? And again, if those energies of fear are kind of being or drowning out those other things, switch it up. Put some music on, put a comedy on, go for a walk, get up and do something else, right? Like go clean something, go cook something, go do some laundry, like do something to switch your energy so that you can try to get out of your head and raise your vibration, right? Do some meditation, get grounded, right? Sometimes it's hard when you're in meditation to try to still your mind when you have all these racing thoughts, thus to go do something else, right? Go for a run, go for a swim, get out into nature, go by a playground, listen to the kids play, right? Like go clean out your fridge, like do something to get your mind off of it, right? Do something. Go scrub your toilet, you'll figure it out. Anyway, decluttering has also been a big energy that's been coming up. So there's been this energy of like just really needing to declutter, to clean, to set things in order, right? And obviously like a clean space is a clear mind. A clear space is a clear mind, right? So when we have a lot of things like stored under our beds or like really shoved in our drawers and things are kind of in a disarray, our minds tend to be in a disarray as well, right? So you want to kind of clean up your energetic space, whether that's like your physical avatar or your physical home or your office or your car. Like start getting those things organized so that you can have a little bit more clarity of mind. That's really going to be supportive to you during this time. So yeah, clear mind, staying grounded, all these technology issues, miscommunications, really high emotions, right? All of that's been going on, and it's testing everyone's patience. I'll say that. Um, even think, and it's these delays, right? And it's just like seeing it play out all over the place. So we're all being tested at this time to be patient, to be in faith, to stay grounded, to trust, to keep our hearts open, right? And to really have faith and believe in ourselves and believe in our ability to not only make the changes, well, not only acknowledge and be aware of the changes that we need to make, but also take the action steps to do it. Have the courage to do it, to follow through, the fortitude, the strength, like that is coming through. So there's a lot of support for you in your masculine and your feminine energy to be a divine masculine and a divine feminine, right? To really embody that, to to have the courage to fearlessly, you know, view your shadow, in an energy of love, to look at every aspect of yourself and honor it. So beautiful. Not always feeling great, but it's a beautiful gift at the end of the day, right? Because awareness is a powerful tool. All right, so let's pull some cards. Let's see. All right. There were three decks that wanted to come out for this reading: Psychic Tarot, Angel Guides, and Earth Magic. So we're going to start with the Psychic Tarot because evidently that's what we're doing. This this tarot deck for me has a very masculine energy. So that's a message in and of itself, that the masculine energy is very strong at this time, which is not surprising me when we're being guided to be courageous and to move forward, right? The divine masculine energy is in our solar plexus. That's our power center. That's the courage. That's our fortitude. That's moving things forward. That's getting off your butt and doing, right? Not just like sitting there and dreaming and hoping and praying about it, but then like getting up and like doing something, because we know that faith without works is dead, right? So that's that energy coming through. Ooh, we have the heart chakra coming in. I love that. Beautiful. So love, honor, respect yourself. Having a lot of compassion for people at this time, a lot of empathy. Wow. As soon as I said compassion, like my heart chakra was like, whoop. So again, I said already, emotions have been very high. And the fact that I had such a strong, the fact that the energy of compassion is so strong is just a reminder to me, to remind everyone, like, give yourself some grace, but also have that grace and compassion with other people. Like, everybody is going through it right now. And I keep saying that because it's like, if I'm telling you, people's emotions are high, there's problems with technology, there's issues with communication, like, stop right now and just like think about what's happened in the past few days, who you've had interactions with, who you might be at odds with, who might have said something to you. Like, just stop, just literally just stop what you're doing right now. Pause the video if you need to and just think, like, and go back till Friday. Like, what's happened since last Friday? And just start thinking about the people that have shown up in your life, the conversations, things that's going on. Everybody needs a little compassion. Everybody needs a little grace. There's a lot of projection going on right now, and I'm seeing that all throughout the collective, where people are just projecting their stuff onto others or not taking accountability. And so when you have this awareness, right, of this energy, then you get to show up in a different way. You're not going to be so triggered. You're not going to be taking it to heart because you understand that somebody's just projecting some shit onto you. So it's just water for ducks back. But you need to have your heart open in order for that to happen. You need to be, in a space where you're secure within your own self, and you know your own self, so that when these things do come up, you're not being triggered by them because you know that they're not personal, right? So it's compassion for others, but it's also having compassion for yourself and loving and respecting yourself and setting some strong boundaries and knowing who you are as a soul and a sovereign luminous being, and therefore not being really bothered or thrown off by the behavior or the commentary of someone who maybe isn't in alignment with their divinity, or um, isn't aware of their own, low vibrational behavior patterns, right? So, wow, that's so amazing. So the Psychic Tarot doesn't have a lot of the court cards in it, but it does have chakras. It has a card for every one of the chakras. Got the two, the four, and the six. All chakra messages, which is so interesting to me. Sacral chakra, heart chakra, third eye. So the sacral chakra is our feminine chakra. That's our water chakra, right? And that is housing our emotions. Um, that's that energy of our sexuality, of our creativity. So there's a need to balance our masculine and feminine energies. There's a need to remember to feel into the actions we're going to take, right? So we're grounded in our energies. We're, meditative. We're seeing the vision, the desire, that in which we are calling in or calling forth, right? Our emotions are our, like the GPS of our soul, and shows us when we are and when we aren't in alignment with our soul, with our truth, with our own divinity, right? So if something that you're moving towards, just isn't sitting right with you, then that may not be your path, right? And I'm not talking about like the hesitations and the fears that we get from like nervousness or like stepping out of our comfort zone. I'm talking like when something is just not right, but you're doing it maybe for the ticket price or the benefits or the status or things like that, right? So this is tapping into your emotions about that and what you desire, like really feeling into the emotion of it. And then when you're getting the download with the intuitive guidance as to what action steps to take, then getting up and taking action, right? But we're tapping into our emotions. We're filtering it in our heart, right? You're creating the vision with your third eye. So beautiful. I love these messages. You're creating the vision with your third eye. You're feeling that vision, right? You have to see it and then feel it. And you want to filter it through your heart, because if you're filtering it through your heart, then that's the energy of your soul that is being supported right now. So you are being supported in your manifestations that are heart based manifestations. You are being supported in tapping in to your emotions and really being able to see. I feel like some of you are becoming way more clairvoyant. You've been having more dreams. You've been connecting with your galactic star family. You are feeling more multidimensional than you have before. You are frustrated with not following your own heart, or not following that in which, yeah, not following your own heart. It's almost like you guys are, I just feel this discord. I feel this angst. I feel this aggravation almost, for a few of you. And there's a distortion. There's definitely a distortion there, and that's because you're not in alignment with your heart, right? You're ignoring your emotions and your feelings, and and when we do that, when we ignore our emotions, we ignore our feelings, not only are we dishonoring and betraying ourselves, but then we're moving away from our soul's path, right? So it's like we come down, we want to learn all these lessons, we want growth, we want happiness, we want our happily ever after, whatever that looks like to you in your soul path. But then when we're not honoring our emotions and we're kind of like discarding them and like making them secondary, then we're second guessing ourselves. Then we start doubting ourselves. And then we start doubting our own intuition, because we've been ignoring our emotions and ignoring the guidance and the guidelines that we've been getting, right? Like our soul, that's your emotional GPS, and it's running through your emotional body, right? So your emotions get to tell you, hey, are you or are you not in alignment with your soul? Are you or are you not in alignment with your path? Are you or are you not in alignment with your divine purpose? So many of you are being guided back to your path, back to your guidance, back to your divinity, back to your goals, back to your dreams. But they're telling you, don't forget to feel it in your heart. Like if it is not heart based, right, then it's time to do something else. Look, I love this. I love this. Look at this. Look at the awareness. I tell you guys, right? And you see me shuffle on camera. Awareness is a powerful tool. When you know better, you do better. If you can see it coming, and you're aware of what's happening, you're observing and you're not absorbing, you are flying higher than most people, right? Like, so it's about keeping that third eye and that crown chakra open. Why? So you can get the downloads, dude. The third eye is activated, right? We're seeing the vision so clearly. We're gonna filter it in through our heart, right? We want to feel it within our body. We really want to feel into those emotions. And then once we get the download, we want to take some inspired action steps. And that leads to what? Victory and success, right? We are taking inspired action steps. We're not just sitting here and forcing and kicking our way through and being like, I'm going to make it anyway, anyhow, like survival of the fittest, that type of thing. It's no, it's like, I'm tapping into my soul. I'm in alignment with my truth. I'm in alignment with my truth. I can't with these cards. Tapping into my soul. I'm in alignment with my truth. Does this feel good to my heart? Does this feel good to my soul? Is this what I really want, or am I living my life for someone else? Right? Like all of those questions need to go through. And then when I get into alignment with what's best for me, with what I really want for my goal, my dreams, my happiness, my joy, my happily ever after, right? And I start feeling into those emotions, and I start really feeling it into my body, and then I'm getting these beautiful downloads, and maybe my guides are like, hey, you need to call such and such, or you should go here this weekend, or you know, take that freaking course, it's gonna enrich you in some way, shape, or form. Then I can trust that stuff, right? Because now the truth is going to be revealed to me. The message is going to be revealed to me. I'm in alignment, right? Things are in balance. So 25 o'clock, but things are coming into balance in your life, right? Like you're balancing your light and your shadow. You're balancing like um. Give it to me, Lord. Why? They're saying you're balancing your soul and your self, the ego self. Because I was like, what are you talking about? So it's like you're coming into, okay, I did say that at the beginning, right? Some of you are starting to realize you're a little bit more multidimensional star seeds. So it's just like this awareness and this awakening of you as more than as more than this physical avatar. So there seems to be like these new truths that are being revealed to many of you. Again, with this energy coming in with dream state, yeah, my head is starting to freaking pound. So crown chakra activations, download the third eye. Maybe it's been itchy. You might have been getting pains in your head, headaches, pressure, um, itchiness on the scalp, like right where the third eye would technically be. I mean, third eye, crown chakra. Um, but as these things are becoming clear to you, as you're awakening to these things, as you're coming to understand them, you're learning to balance more the human aspect of your nature and the spiritual aspect of your nature. Okay. I was like, what are you trying to tell me? So there's like you're just more aware now of yourself as a spiritual being, and so you're moving way differently. There's been some distortion, there's been some disruptions, there's been some discord. Okay. I'm like, what are you there's so many messages coming in. Sorry guys. The veil is thin, everybody's talking at once. Okay, so balance is coming back into okay. Because this card was underneath the deck. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Because they kept bringing my energy to this, but I'm like, this didn't pop out. This is like underneath the bottom of the deck. This disruption, this discord, this not being in alignment, this feeling out of sorts, this back and forthness, this whatever you choose to word this as, but you not being you or being there and life going to shit and all the stuff that's happening, that's getting balanced out. So the blessings of November, the blessing of that eclipse, the blessing of that propelling us forward during that eclipse is to balance out these energies. And so it may not necessarily feel good in the beginning, but again, if you keep your heart open and you're following the truth of your feelings and your emotions, you're going to be able to really become victorious in all of this. All right. Angels, the guardian angels have a message for you guys today. Thank you, guardian angels, for being here with me in the collective. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? Because you got some messages. So funny, I've had this deck for a while, but it rarely comes out for a collective reading for me. I was so fascinated when today it had a message for everybody. I was like, okay, what are you talking about? Bottom of the deck, self-acceptance. So learning to love you for who you are. Again, with this, again, I just keep getting this energy, this multi-dimensional energy with you. It's like like you just know who you are now, right? Like the truth has been revealed. You had these like realizations, these wake up calls, these epiphanies, these aha moments, right? And it's like you're knowing who yourself now, but and then learning to love yourself. Like, yo, I'm dope. I'm multidimensional. I'm a starseed. Like, I've been here for thousands of years. My soul is timeless. Like I'm a powerful manifester. I know how to heal. Like I'm clairvoyant. I have all these gifts. Like it's like ooh, like really learning to love all the different aspects of yourself because you're so yummy. Clear, cancel, and release. Yes. Let go of the past. Let go of the pain. Let go of the fear. Let go of the doubt. Let go of the worry. Let go of the judgments. Let go of the criticism. Let go of people that are not serving you. Let go of hiding your truth and just move on, right? Like literally, if some of you guys are still struggling with like maybe old relationships or like an old energy, you know, you literally can say like I'm setting the intention to release this energy. Like I now cancel, clear, release this energy and it is never to return. And so it is. Amen. Right? Like in the name of, if you pray to God, say God, or, you know, as so says God, or, you know, as the universe, or on me, or thank you, Heavenly Mother, or however you choose to word it. Just get that shit out, right? Like you have the power of your words. I know many of you do not even realize how powerful your words are, because if you did, we'd be having very different energetic conversations, right? So, understand the power of your words, like setting the intention, saying these things out loud, writing it down, really just like honing it into yourself. And I'm not saying like start telling every Tom, Dick, and Harry like what's going on because most people won't believe you and they're gonna speak against you. But I'm saying you can have this conviction with yourself, looking in the mirror, talking to yourself, looking in a video camera, record yourself, speak to yourself, love yourself, respect yourself, look yourself in the eye. Right, hold that. Can you even look in the eye and tell you that, you know, I love you, or I'm wealthy, or I'm strong, or I'm powerful, or I'm gifted or I'm talented, you know, without like making yourself sick. And if it do you do feel a way when you say those things, and that's another thought. Like, why do I feel bad when I tell myself that I love myself? Like, why do I feel bad saying that I'm healthier, that I'm strong, or that I'm worthy? Right? And that's a whole nother conversation for another day, but these are things to think about. So start using the power of your words, and you can use the power of your words to bless or to curse. So why don't you start blessing yourself, right? Start blessing yourself. We're quick to say bless you to another person. What about bless me? Okay. All right, Gaia. Thank you, angels. Thank you guys for being here with me in the collective. Gaia, what are some final messages that you have for the collective? They need to know, they need to see. Now that sweet November is here. Right. Of course, the ancestors are here. The veil is not them, right? This energy always reminds me of healing generational curses, right? Because we have that snake going down and the energy of generation. So the snake is the energy of healing. You see it on the caduceus. So really healing those ancestral curses, breaking the energy. It's like the ancestors are coming in. I love it because it looks like they're giving you a high five, and I feel like they're high fiving you for like picking up the gauntlet and taking on the challenge to be the conduit of change within your ancestry. So that's so beautiful. I love that. The lotus flower unfoldment, right? Again with this energy of why do my cards keep disappearing? This, right? Like from this energy gets to come this beauty. And I know, I know, guys. I know it doesn't feel that way. I know it doesn't feel like that. I know it, hands down, it don't feel like that. It don't feel like, oh, it's gonna be such a beautiful petal and I'm gonna be so happy that I went through this. No. It feels like death, destruction, chaos, pain, hatred, like all the things. Like you're just like, what in the entire my life is going to, you know what I mean? But it's like they're showing you like on the other side of that, things are coming into balance. You're gonna have clarity. You are so beautiful and gifted and wonderful, and you're gonna shine bright after you grow through this stuff. But where do lotuses grow? In the muck, right? And this nasty dirtiness, and then comes out this gorgeous, beautiful flower. So unfortunately, my beautiful beloveds, you are this beautiful flower, but you had to go through some ancestral stuff. You know what I mean? Clean up some karma. There's some things that you just haven't seen yet. And there are some things that you're not going to be allowed to see. There are some things that we as seers are not allowed to see. And I tell people that a lot. Like, understand that there's only so much that we're allowed to see. There's some things that even are veiled from us. There are angels that don't know everything that are sitting at the right hand of God, right? So there are some things you're not meant to see. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Let the light shine through, but also never forget, even in its darkness, that there is always light. It might be veiled, but it's never permanent, right? It's always darkest before the dawn. Remember that. Even though it might seem a little foggy right now, there is light coming through and it will get to you, okay? I feel like you just need to be really reminded of that. Look at this lightning power. Boom, coming in strong. Things are building up, right? Building up. A lot of what you've been going through, a lot of what we've all been going through, a lot of what that eclipse was, is this is what the energy of eclipse. I'm tearing everything up. I'm breaking everything up. Y'all need to get it together. I'm making it happen really quick. Things are changing. It's just like, what? Right? And it feels like that. It's like everything is veiled in lightning. Veiled lightning. It's like you don't even see where it's coming. You can't even tell where the rain is coming from. You don't see the, you just, everything is happening, right? Everything is happening. So that's why it's like, yo, you gotta be one with yourself. You have to be grounded during this energy. You have to be centered and solid so that when everything is going like this around you, you're not, right? And also, this is a reminder of how powerful you are. You guys are powerful manifestators, manifestators, manifestors. Mmm, so aggravating. Powerful manifestors, right? Again, the power of your words, right? The power of your creation. You're creating at every now moment. We are all creating our reality. So, what are you creating now with this energy, especially as it's being supported with this eclipse as we're heading to the 1111 portal? You have a huge power behind you, but are you using it to create something that is going to bring you bliss, joy, happiness, peace, fulfillment, abundance, or are you creating this energy in your life? Remember, always, the universe is benevolent. Good, bad, or indifferent, what you put out is going to come back to you. So, where are your thoughts right now? Are they on everything that's going wrong and everything, every pain and every offense and every worry that you've been through? Or are you creating a whole new life for yourself? Are you manifesting the world that you want to live in? Is that your goal? Are you focused on the you that you know to be true in the future? Right? Or are you distorted because you can't see things clearly and so you're being tricked? You know what I mean? Like you have the power within you to move things at a really rapid rate and to cleanse, clear, and heal your life. You know what I mean? To bring things back into balance. But you're going to need to trust in your own inner guidance. And for many of us, when we've been, guided not to tap into our emotions because it might make you weak or vulnerable or people are going to take advantage of you, it's like you need to learn to trust yourself again. You need to learn to trust in your own voice. You need to learn to trust in your own intuition. You need to love, honor, and respect yourself. You need to know that a lot of people give advice based on their levels of limitations and fears, right? And so is the guidance that they're giving you what's necessarily best for you or what's necessarily best for them from you in their life, right? And again, it's not always malicious. Somebody might be guiding you just to keep your job because it's safe and it pays good, but you might want to be an entrepreneur and go pursue something else and go pursue your dream and something that you really love. But these people are trying to tell you no because they don't want you to be disappointed or they don't want you to fail or they don't want you to end up being broke. And then what happens? You calling them for money, you need something, right? Like this is in the back of a lot of people's minds. So again, like don't think that it's personal. It's just people are doing it from their limits, their limited belief system, right? And sometimes you have to dream so much bigger, right? We have the power to create worlds. So what do you want your world to look like? It could be this or it could be this. Or something in between, right? It could be this. It could just be a beautiful metal. I mean, live your life. Live it. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm tired. Had such a long day yesterday. Happy Samhain. Happy Halloween. I love you guys. It was just a lot. And the veil's thin, so I'm getting rocked. But in a beautiful way. I love connecting with the other side of the veil. My ancestors have been coming through, and it's been fun. Exhausting, but fun. Anyway, I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you. That's the energy check-in for the week. What else I need to tell you guys? Sorry. Coaching programs still available. Hit the links below if you want the coaching program for men, working men, 25 to 55. You want more success in your life, maybe you've been dealing with suicide. We're gonna get you from suicide to success. That's on God. And my beautiful ladies, if you or anyone you know happens to be post, cancer treatments, definitely have them reach out to me if they're looking to jump back in the saddle and start having sex again. I know it can be challenging, especially if you're going through things like chemo and radiation and you have all those poisons in your body and you can't be physically touched and you're exhausted and you have to heal after the healing and there's so much going on. And sometimes sex is like one of the last things that you're thinking about. And then when you do want to get back in the saddle, it's kind of like relearning it again because of all the trauma that has gone through your body, So I'm definitely here to help support you. Not only am I, a life, sex, and spirituality coach or a tarot reader, an angelic channeler, I am an intuitive healer, and I heal physically, emotionally, mentally. We do all the things. So anyway, reach out, holla at your girl. Info at the Enlightened Daughter. You can always email me. I love you guys so much. I think I'm losing my voice. I'm definitely gonna take my ass on. I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you. And I'll see you later. Bye, my beloveds.